Hello, and welcome to the United Leading Edge podcast series, COVID-19 coverage. I'm Captain James Belton. Today, we'll be discussing the System Schedule Committee April 4th, 2020 update. The update deals with ESRLs, E-COLAs, and empty line bidding, round 2 for May. The following report is from the System Schedule Committee's Manpower Subcommittee. Bidding for round 1 of voluntary ESRLs, E-COLAs, and empty lines is complete, and the awards are posted on Flying Together. The company has now opened the bid window earlier than planned for round 2 for the May bid period suite of offers. Round 2 bids will close at 12 Central Time, April 8th. Letter of Agreement 20-1 gives the company flexibility to make these offers more enticing to volunteers, which will help reduce costs overall. The SSC disagrees with the company's decision not to increase the round 2 offers with straight 50-hour monthly SRLs or ESRLs with delayed pay having a total monthly value greater than 50 hours. Awards from round 1 may not be rescinded. However, the LOA provides certain protections for pilots awarded a bid in round 1 who prefer terms of round 2 for identical time periods. LOA 2001 states, should multiple ERSLs be offered covering identical periods of time but having different bidding deadlines, any pilot awarded an ERSL for that period of time that had an earlier bidding deadline shall have the option to change to the terms of the ERSL for that period of time that had a later bidding deadline. For example, the company first offers one bid period ESRL for the June bid period having 55 hours of pay with no delayed pay. Later, the company offers one bid period ESRL for the June bid period having 60 hours of pay with 40 hours delayed. A pilot who was awarded the earlier ESRL can at his option change the terms of the later ERSL. To streamline this process, the company will default all round 1 awards to round 2 terms. Pilots who instead prefer round 1 terms for their offer should email jennifer.peck@united.com after the completion of round 2 awards. We encourage all pilots to review the March 31st Crew Resources Update found here on Flying Together, which details the company's pay process for administering ESRLs with vacation, in addition to the aforementioned term selection process. The company has agreed to allow any pilot with an award from round 2 to opt into round 1 terms, depending on the amount of vacation you have for specific ESRL bid period. This may be a more desirable choice for pay. Again, following the completion of round 2 awards, you would make this request for round 1 terms via email to jennifer.peck@united.com. All pilots awarded from round 1 or round 2 will be defaulted to round 2 terms, and you only need to email this request if you prefer round 1 terms. An example from the March 31st Crew Resources Update states, pilots with vacation are eligible to bid for round 1 ERSL offers. However, the pay value of the ERSL will decrease or be offset by the value of the vacation. For example, a pilot with 1 week of vacation in July will receive 22 hours and 45 minutes of vacation pay and 12 hours and 15 minutes of ERSL pay in July for a total of 35 hours and 5 hours of ESRL pay in December. A second example, a pilot with 2 weeks of vacation in July will receive 45 hours and 30 minutes of vacation pay and 0 ESRL pay in July and 5 hours of ESRL pay in December. For those pilots who missed the first round of surplus bidding for programs that begin in May, a second bidding window is now open. This bid will close at 12 o'clock Central Time on April 8th. E-COLA and empty line bidding is now reopened as well, with the same bidding deadline shown above. All surplus line programs that begin in May will now have 40 hours of pay in the actual month. Specific details for each program are to follow. Pilots who are awarded surplus lines during round 1 will be automatically converted to the new terms and do not need to re-enter the surplus bid. If a pilot desires to keep the earlier terms, they should email jennifer.peck@united.com. Surplus line awards made during round 1 may not be rescinded. Option A, 4-month surplus lines, covering the May through August bid periods. Pilots will receive 40 hours of pay for each bid period, paid in the actual month. No pay will be delayed. Option B, May surplus lines. Pilots will receive 40 hours of pay in May and 10 additional hours of pay in the December 2020 bid period. Option C, pre-retirement surplus lines. This program is for pilots who reach age 65 between May 1st and October 29th, 2020, and for any pilot who submits early retirement paperwork which cannot be rescinded to retire at the end of May, June, July, August, September, or October 2020. For pilots turning age 65 between May 1st and October 29th, they will be paid 40 hours of pay per bid period until retirement. This 40 hours of total pay per bid period applies to the entirety of the pilot's retirement month. No additional pay is paid at retirement. For pilots who are retiring early, they will be paid 40 hours of pay per bid period until the pilot's early retirement date. This surplus line pay terminates at the end of May, June, July, August, September, or October 2020, as selected by the pilot. No additional pay is paid at retirement. With 40 hours of pay in the actual month, all surplus line participants will receive a paycheck on both the 1st and the 16th of the month, in accordance with the UPA. To request an enhanced surplus line, please use the form on Flying Together, My Work, Crew Resources, Surplus Reduction Line Request Form. Note that you do not enter your employee ID, only your name. No emails will be accepted. Pilots with awarded vacation are now eligible for enhanced surplus lines. However, pay for the bid period shall not increase. Instead, vacation pay shall be offset against the pay of the enhanced surplus line. Pilots on enhanced surplus lines for 2 or more consecutive bid periods starting in May may be required to attend a landings class or recurrent training during the surplus line. Please see Letter of Agreement 20-01 for additional details. For pilots with recurrent training in May and who are awarded an ESRL, the company will decide whether to keep or drop without pay the training. If the training is kept, the pilot will be paid for the recurrent training in addition to the pay of the enhanced surplus hours. A pilot with an enhanced surplus line will not receive a schedule in PBS and will be blocked from picking up any flying post-PBS. Pilots with enhanced surplus lines will receive all accruals and benefits. The following pilots are not eligible to receive enhanced surplus lines: pilots with scheduled training that is not recurrent training, pilots who are undergoing consolidation, and pilots with known leaves of absence, including preloaded sick leave. However, there are additional exceptions. A pilot with a carry-in trip into May shall fly and be paid for the carry-in portion of the trip, in addition to the enhanced surplus line hours. A carry-in trip that is canceled well in advance shall not be paid. Pilots may not use sick leave well on an enhanced surplus line. Pilots who are on reserve on the first day after an enhanced surplus line are required to check their schedule on the last day of the ESRL. Additional exceptions. Pilots with the following absences may request enhanced surplus lines. By bidding, the pilot acknowledges that the absence will be removed if awarded an enhanced surplus reduction line. If the bidder does not receive an enhanced surplus line, their absences will remain on the pre-assigned line for PBS bidding. The absences, once removed for the surplus line award, will not carry any pay or credit value, nor will they be reinstated on the enhanced surplus line recipient's line. Absences such as UPA 10G1 transfer days, once removed, may only be used in subsequent bid periods if the bidder is eligible to receive them under the UPA timelines. The awarding of a surplus line does not extend deadlines for when these types of absences must be requested and assigned. Partial month military leave, transfer days, partial month family leave, paid and unpaid, union business of all types, jury duty, unpaid leaves of all types, ADOs and GDOs, and FFDO training days. Please submit any questions regarding the submission or awarding process via HelpHub using Surplus Reduction Line Request. We certainly hope that this podcast has been informative. We here at the MEC Comm team are committed to keeping our pilots well informed. Without the resources of our office in Rosemont, we are doing our level best to bring the message of the MEC and its leaders to you. As always, we implore you to get involved and stay informed. From the entire MEC, fly safe and stay healthy. I'm Captain James Belton.